The things you need to make the wreath are the wreath ring, the Jason mask, the axe, ribbon, the pipe cleaner's creepy cloth, the moss, the sign, and the lights are all optional. First, you start with pipe cleaners. I chose black ones. You can get these at any local craft store, Walmart, anything like that. Okay, you're going to start with your pipe cleaners. You're going to grab them, start tying them on different sections of the wreath. Just give them a couple twists, 2 or 3 times. Just make sure that they are secure. This is what you're going to use to tie on your ribbons or any other accessories. It makes it really simple. I went ahead and added a few more pipe cleaners, just sped up the video for time purposes so you can see how much I've added just throughout the wreath in every little section. And that should be pretty much it. We can start adding our accessories. Next, I'm going to use the creepy cloth, which you can get at a craft store. You're going to need scissors for this part as well. It's a little bit too thick, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. Just fold it down the middle and chop it so that I can make a little bit longer to use around my wreath. I'm going to cut it right there at the edge. This is just how I folded the cloth, and I cut it down the middle just so that we can make 2 pieces out of it. Obviously, I sped up the video for time purposes for you all. This is the creepy cloth after I cut it in half. Now we have 2 pieces that we can use for the wreath. Okay, we're going to start putting the creepy cloth onto the wreath ring using the pipe cleaners that we already tied on there. The creepy cloth is really nice that it has holes in it, so we can actually poke the pipe cleaners through it and we can have it secure on there and get some really good coverage around the ring itself. As you can see, the creepy cloth made it a little more than halfway around the wreath ring, so we're going to use the other piece of the creepy cloth that we cut to fill in the rest of the ring right here. As you can see, there's a little excess of the creepy cloth here at the bottom, so we're going to get the scissors and trim that off. Now remember, this is a Jason wreath, so it's okay if it's a little jagged at the bottom. It'll give it that creepy look to it anyway. Okay, I bought 2 9-foot ribbons. This one's black with some sparkles on it. Feel free to choose any black ribbon. Okay, here's where we secure the ribbon onto the wreath ring. Just pinch the end of it so that it looks pretty. Find a spot. Go ahead and twist the pipe cleaners on. Give it a couple good twists. Just make sure that it's nice and secure and tight. And then what I like to do is I like to pick up the spool of ribbon so you get those natural curls coming off of it. You don't have to make the little loops by yourself. It's kind of naturally there. Then you're just going to place it around the ring and start twisting it on with the remainder of the pipe cleaners. The wreath is nice and covered with our ribbon. Now we can move on to the next step. Next, we're going to add on these really pretty tinsel stems. They're red in color. They're a little bit stretchy. They're kind of cool to use. Here's where we put the tinsel stems throughout the wreath. We're still using the same original pipe cleaners. You're just going to secure them on tightly in every little spot here. Give them a good twist. Now that we're done with the tinsel stem, just clip the end of it. Check it out. Looking good. Now that I fluffed up the ribbon, it's looking a lot more full. Now we're going to put the Jason mask on, again securing it with the pipe cleaners. It already has holes in the mask itself, so it's really easy to choose a spot. I don't have to cut or drill anything. Now it's time to secure our little axe down onto the wreath. It is plastic, although it is a little bit heavier than our ribbon, so we're going to use the same pipe cleaners to tie it down. Make sure it's nice and secure. We're going to secure it in a couple of spots. Also, I have the sign that I purchased. I'm not too sure I'm going to use it. It is optional. I also purchased some little leaf lights, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use those either. They're pretty cute though. These are the lights. They're little leaves, orange leaves. They're really cute. They'll look really pretty up against the black. They also go along with the Jason theme out in the woods, and then of course black and orange for Halloween, so we're going to add those on. I'm going to flip the wreath over, secure the battery pack down at the bottom, then I'm going to start poking the little leaves through the creepy cloth so you can see the lights. Now that the lights are all poked through, I'm going to flip it over, see if they're where I want them, fluff up the ribbon a little bit. It's looking really, really good. I'm liking the way everything is coming out. So this is the way that it looks so far. I think I am going to add that sign on there. At this point, I'm going to clip the excess length of some of the pipe cleaners, especially the ones on the mask. If you want to, you can curl them up, make them part of the decor of the wreath, but I'm clipping mine. This is a sign that I bought. I got it at the Dollar Tree for $1. I'm just going to snip off the bottom here. Now I bought some acrylic paint, red, and I also have white just in case the red doesn't show up. Any basic acrylic paint will work, and of course you need some paint brushes as well. Home of Jason Voorhees is Camp Crystal Lake. That's what I'm painting here on this sign. I poured out some red and white so we can help that red come through. Okay, I have one coat of paint on the sign with just the red. I think I may need to outline it in white to make it stand out, but I do like the way that it's going to fill up our wreath. I think I'm going to put it here on the bottom. Here's our final product of our Jason wreath. That sign really brought everything together, and it definitely needed the white outline around the lettering. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching. See you soon.